Alright, friends, welcome back. Let us go. Let's see, it's Saturday. I'm thinking about anything I'd like to do before I go straight to Futaba's, straight to Mementos to hopefully take care of Futaba's uncle. I'm not exactly 100% sure how you go about that, because it's just her and not the group. I think you just need to talk to her in Mementos itself, so let's figure that out. Alrighty, friends, so decided that tonight we are going to... I think we're going to be finally starting the Street Orador, first off, because no one that is an established social link is available tonight. I just checked. So, what we're going to do, or social link, what I mean by that is Confidant. And you might have noticed, actually, that I have been using a lot of Persona 3 and 4 terminology, if you're familiar with those games, and a lot of player terminology around them. Because I've been watching a Persona 3 Let's Play, but yeah. By the way, that Persona 3 Let's Play / playthrough, as what is, you know, as the channel owner himself calls it, his name's Big Clingy, and I really, really, really recommend his channel if y'all don't watch. I would really highly recommend his Persona 3 and 4, and also his Fire Emblem Awakening playthroughs, because I've binge-watched those, / binge-listened them. A lot of it was listening in the background, but it was, very, very good educational, because he really breaks down a lot of the stuff, and the lore, and the background, and a lot of Japanese-related stuff that I didn't know about, and I highly recommend that game. Those playthroughs, and just Big Clingy's channel in general. It's really in-depth and a really big inspiration for me and what I do here. Anywho, hello. Oh man, Okumura must be in the swing of full-blown panic by now. Way to go, P-Thieves. Also, of course, Big Clingy is hilarious and just very entertaining and very eloquent, and I also am trying to achieve all of those things too. Maybe not the educational angle, but certainly the entertaining, the eloquent, and also just the substance-based angle, and also just, generally, deep, meaningful commentary about things. Anyway, I hear he's just throwing money at the problem, as if the company's image could get any worse. I guess they deserve this. I think we should tear down the businesses that abuse their employees. Oof, yeah, if you go around and really listen to everyone in this game, there's a lot of gossip about whatever current situation's going on. And I think that's supposed to definitely reflect back onto real life, more than possibly a lot of the other rest of the game. It seems to be about public opinion, this game, in a lot of ways. How it shifts and changes, but usually becomes just this blanket thing where a lot of people believe the same stuff just because they're being fed it, I think. But anywho. Street order.
Everyone.
Poverty, working poor. Our country's job market is terrible. Depression and suicide are on the rise, and the young workforce is being crushed on a daily basis. The evil that permeates the corporate world is filtered down into society. You're listening quite attentively. Are you interested in politics? I am interested. Are you a student? I'm delighted to captivate the interest of someone your age. I could use the help of a young person, but I gotta hire someone without any experience. Sorry about that, however. I'd be happy if you stopped by here when Miss reaches again. Yeah, the Beef Bowl shop, that's right. Work part-time at the Beef Bowl shop. Alright, cool. So yeah, okay, I have to go to the Beef Bowl shop and do... I guess I'll work there. I mean, I kind of need money anyway. I'm still pretty broke, right? Yeah, 34 is not very much for this game, especially considering I'm rather late game at this point. So, yeah. Well, I don't know if... Well, yeah, I'm like more mid-game translating into late game right now if you really want to get technical about, like, the number of dungeons and stuff. But I'm definitely over halfway through the game, for sure. And the last half of the game doesn't feel like it goes as slowly as the first half to me. It never has. But that might just be partly, or maybe largely, because of the fact that I have played the first part of the game for, like, a lot, over and over. I've started this game a lot more times than I've finished it. And I'm trying to break that habit with a lot of games. Anyway. Hello. Oh, hold on. I can also talk to them too, huh? That's actually tempting, but... Do I go ahead and do the beef? No, you know what? I'm already You know what? No. If they've actually got an assignment for me, I'll just do this instead tonight.
What are you gonna do today?
All right, time to name the location. Justine, you do the honors.
No.
Listen closely. The place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is where where one hones both the body and spirit. Trainees gather to test and push their limits of using various pieces of equipment. Okay. I then expected a rehabilitation facility on this side. As wardens, we must see such training for ourselves. Such a location is not familiar to you. Well, if you know where it is, then escort us there immediately. It could be the gym in Shibuya.
What will you do?
You mean the gym?
Let's go, inmate.
So you have an idea of where it is? Then today you're getting a special training
Guide
regimen.
me, inmate.
If you don't keep up the pace, you will die. Oh God, Jesus. Now take us there once. Like, the way that, you know, Caroline's the most terrifying to me because she's super ultra aggressive, but then a lot of Justine's, like, you know, you know, honestly, the more I listen to Justine and really hone in on what she's saying, she terrifies me the most because she always keeps this very, very calm, light demeanor, but, you know, and usually that calm smile, that, you know, just kind of blissful smile, portrait they use of her is often when she's saying horrifying things like, "You will die if you don't complete it. Let us go." Oh, Jesus. This is a training area. This is what you use to train? It's rather different from how I imagined it. Indeed, I imagine the equipment here is having more spikes and chains. Oof. Yeah, yeah, Justine's more terrifying the more you think about it. God. Hey, inmate, what's that? It's for upper body workouts. That's so, let's see in action. Oh no! Aha! Well, this thing what you strengthen your arm and chest muscles. Not nearly enough for a real workout. You should increase the weight. Oh God, no. Oh no! Oh God! And yep. You can trade your heart's content. Oh my Jesus. Don't play with the equipment. We're deadly serious right now. I'm insulted you would think otherwise. Listen, looking at this makes it very clear that y'all are not being serious to me, or maybe she really is, and they both are. Oh, it appears you found the limit for your pathetic arms. Oh my God, mean. Now, what's that over there? Another body training device? Jesus Christ, this scene. The crackhead energy of a lot of these two scenes. I think it's honestly just like the whole lollies bossing a dude around fetish, I guess? Which, it's funny because I kind of have a dominatrixy fetish, but only if the woman kind of looks the part, in my opinion. Like, and what looks the part means is usually they're taller than the guy, usually she's just rather fierce looking, or just rather very mature looking, often rather tomboyish, you know, that sort of a thing. Or gothic, or generally, you know, that sort of a thing.
Marvelous.
Badass looking, you know, tattoos, piercings, you know, the works. More muscular, that sort of a thing. So it's really weird for me to see lollies doing the same kind of stuff. I would expect, you know, more of like a woman that in my opinion, looks the part doing that sort of thing. And also just generally, my type is what I just described. Which is part of why I love Makoto so much, because in some ways she certainly embodies what I'm talking about. Especially, looks-wise in, Strikers. But personality-wise, certainly in Royal itself. And also, of course, in Strikers itself. What is this bizarre object? Is that another tool for training? Hey, you're interested in the wooden dummy? Normally it's not for beginners, but you see you're really sweating out, so here, I'll show you how to use it. Hey, yo!
Hey, inmate!
If it works sloppy, inmate!
Inmate.
Hey, Mickey. Oof. Oofity. Oofle. It's not the goal. You were trying to start the pistol polisher technique. It's a pretty roundabout method. I do see how it works. As far as physical training goes, this place leaves us to be desired. admittedly sufficient for your rehabilitation. Here's your reward. It's 7 sound mind requires a healthy body.
Don't complain.
There's been another step towards your rehabilitation. I just hope I never have to be bossed around by you two in this way ever again. Hey. And yeah, I know that, like, this scene where he's laying in bed and almost falling asleep happens, like, every time someone calls this in the middle of the night. Someone calls him in the middle of the night like this, but I like to imagine that because the twins put him through all of that, he just went home and immediately crashed like this, no matter what the fuck time it was. So that really does seem to fit at this point. I found an awesome magazine. But also, Futaba probably does not have a solid... In fact, it's been very clear that she does not have, like, a normal person sleep schedule, so she's probably the person that would be up at 1,000,000,000 o'clock in the morning, like me. Because when you're shut in your room most of the day, usually what ends up occurring is you end up losing, sense of time, and usually nights are a little bit more fun than days for people like Futaba and I, because we like the quiet, the fact that most people are usually sleeping, so people won't bother us online as much, people won't bother us offline as much, as long as they live in our general area, of course. But yeah, it's certainly, like, outside, like, the really important thing for me is that my family won't bother me very much, as well as, neighborhood noise and stuff is usually not existent, especially out here in such a rural area, and that's good for both my recordings and also just generally my demeanor, my peace of mind, Do you definitely get your gem pumping if you want to read it, but I'll wait tomorrow. If you're busy, wait. Alright. More gonna hug. I guess I'll go ahead and hang out with Futaba tomorrow. Unless Yusuke is available, because I really want to max him.
Hey.
Hey, Derg, Futaba's down here in the shop. And the Futaba's here. Come on, let's go downstairs.
Let's do it.
One last day. Let's see here. Let's actually see here. Alright, so once again, okay, so, confidant. Alright, so, Yusuke's rank 7. But yeah, if she's available, I'm very tempted to go Yusuke just because Futaba, have I even started her link? Like, for realsies, like, at all? Yeah, okay, yeah, she's only rank 1, though. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's one of those links that start automatic. Like, actually, wait, no. All the party member links start automatically via the main story, don't they? So, yeah. And a few of the side ones, too. As far as I'm aware. Definitely... Actually, I don't know if Oya's does, and etc., and some others, but definitely all the party members' links start that way. Anyway.
Okay.
All we can do now is wait and see what happens. Indeed, yeah. But yeah, if Yusuke is available, then it's time to... So yeah, sorry Futaba, but I will certainly be... I like the, the unique scenes when I can get around to them, but right now I really want to work on, maxing out a social link, moving on to the next big one, and that means Futaba's actually pretty on the back burner. I love Futaba, but I just want to, max people out and move on to the next one. I hope to get all my party members done by the end of the game. Hello, Yusuke. All we have to do now is wait for a nerve-wracking time. Meanwhile, I'm here to observe the public and attempt to refresh your mind. You need something. Da-da-doo, can't see Yusuke. Oh, hey, here we go. Heck yeah.
Indeed.
I wish to do something long. Alright, cool.
Sorry.
My apologies for calling all of you here like this. Boss was even kind enough to serve us coffee before he went shopping. Now, I have a vital request. Hit me with your best shot. All the tough problems, you're gonna have to go to Derg, though.
Hey!
I can help with any subject that's not math. You do too honestly believe I would ask you here for help in my studies. The truth is, I am planning to display my work in a competition. The one organized by Kawanabe of the Japanese Art Support Foundation. You remember, yes, Dirk? I must win and prove not only my ability, but my intense passion for art as well. However, I'm having quite a bit of trouble determining what my next subject should be. I have given this painting a fair amount of thought yet, but nothing has come to me yet. Hence, I was hoping to hear your opinions on an ideal subject.
Oh, yeah!
Oh my god! No! Ryuji! Do you want to get punched or slapped or various other things that always happen to anime dudes when they say shit like that in front of a lady? Ryuji. Especially since... I mean, okay, it makes sense though, because they're childhood friends and I understand the shipping of the holy shipping Batman that the Phantom does. The fandom with a PH does with Ryuji and An now, the more that, like, I really see their interactions and how much they love to tease each other. They really do. So yeah, I think they're really, again, they're sort of teasing a romantic-esque thing, except it's more just like friends thing, because they're, and it makes sense because it's the whole childhood friend thing, and that's usually one of, like, the types of heroines that's always in one of those romance or harem animes, or, or VNs or what have you, so, but yeah, again, I kind of wish Ryuji and An could be a thing, like, if you don't end up dating An. I'd really like a game where, every single person ends up with someone, even your love interest that you did not get with, and you only have the option to get with one, because I'm sorry, I'm not putting cheating mechanics in my game, that's too painful. I'm not gonna deal with that kind of subject matter. But yeah, like, I really want to make romance stuff like that in an RPG like this. That's like a dream of mine, to make a game that has that sort of a thing in it. Anyway. In the end, we returned the concept of beauty. So did you think would most capture beauty? It has to be on. No, I'm not gonna go down the same path as Ryuji. We've already been down this path, and An has made damn clear that no. Scenery is always nice. Indeed, it is incredibly easy to replicate the allure of a stunning landscape on canvas. However, a mere photograph would suffice for simply hoping to display scenery. I need something more unique to my own style. Why can I not paint beauty as pure as Sayuri? Where have all my efforts gone? I'm not really sure what you mean by pure beauty. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty painting, but I'm not really sure I consider it a pure beauty or whatever. Huh? I don't know, I guess it just feels more gentle to me. Honestly, I almost cried the first time I saw the Sayuri. Felt kind of like I was a baby again in my mother's arms, watching over me, telling me everything's gonna be okay. It was a gentleness that painting made me feel. Coming from someone with absolutely no art knowledge, though. I see. Gentleness. There's another aspect of the Sayuri captured that I cannot. Is my heart too cloudy?
No way, man!
Any cloudy, dude. Are you sure about that? Painting used to be all my heart desired. I needed nothing else in life. But now, what's now? I have become overwhelmed with a need to prove myself to Kawanabe, to prove myself to the world. I look down on Madarame for focusing so sharply on fame and money, yet I too yearn for the praise of others. Truth, oftentimes I regret declining Kawanabe's offer.
How could this be?
It is just what pure passion is supposed to look like. My heart is clouded by worldly desires. The same applies to everyone. Yes, precisely. Everyone in this world is ugly, and I am no different. Everyone is... For a second, that means everyone is afflicted with the same ugliness I am.
Yep.
Dirk's right, dude. Ain't nothing wrong about doing your best to make a living.
Yeah.
And you just want someone to acknowledge your work, right? That's some serious passion. How can passion be born from these repulsive thoughts?
You think?
Listen here, dude. I was trying to like you back on the track team. I just wanted to prove myself, to win, to get all the girls to call me shit like Sakamoto-senpai, but even through all that, I was trying to help my team out. Sure, it's a solo sport, but nobody's gonna run till they puke if they don't got teammates they want to inspire. I guess what I really want to say is you got to do stuff for people beyond just yourself if you want to succeed. Interesting. Is that how it is? So the sincere gentleness held within the Sayuri, the warmth of its heart. It was all for the sake of those who gaze upon it. How interesting.
So that's what
I see.
Whoa.
Well, what do you see? I've been a fool. Beauty is not the superficial thing I have long thought it to be. It is something that wells up within the heart until it breaks free. It is a gift given by a subject unto its viewer. Yes, I finally see the truth.
kind.
3 of you have my sincerest gratitude. You have been a truly tremendous aid. How exactly? Listen. Inspiration is such a tricky thing that no one really understands it. And I think that's part of why art is such an amazing thing. Because the things art expresses is... The things art, creations like this express, everything from this game to, visual art like Yusuke makes, to all the mediums that have been invented over the years, and probably ones that, are not even really known by really anyone except maybe one person that created them. There's so many ways people have created something in the world, and they all have meaning that is very specific to that person, and oftentimes it is so of the heart that the mind can't really comprehend it in a way that really makes a lot of sense, but that is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to bring out feelings and provoke passion and such, and joy and all sorts of other things. And I love the creative world, and I certainly am working to be a creator myself. I feel like my bond with Yusuke has grown deeper. I like how it wasn't just me and him. This time he also had Anna and Ryuji help him out here. I like how, our friend group is becoming closer even throughout all the individual confidants. That was never a thing in, as much in 3 and 4. I feel like in 3 it isn't much of a thing at all, and in 4 it's a little bit more of one, but not to the degree of this one. The sheer camaraderie in this game is really well represented, I would say. Camaraderie has always been a really good thematic, really well represented thematic thing in the Persona series, and it's part of what I love about it so much. However, yes, the time has come for my rush to meet canvas in beautiful harmony, if you'll excuse me. We're just like, alright, well, he's acting even weirder than normal. You look pretty inspired, though, so he'll be fine, right? Anyway, you guys hungry? I'll sponsor you something once he gets back. Well, maybe her this time.
Come on.
God, you eat so freaking much. Oh, yeah, and what was that crap about being good at everything except math? It ain't nice to lie,
No!
I wasn't lying. It's just really hard to get good grades at Shujed.
No way, man.
If you're not getting good grades, you should have known Yusuke wasn't going to ask you to study with him. Yuji and I enjoy the rest of our time together. It's getting late. I should probably take them to the train station. But yeah, hung out with my friends today.
You're back.
Tomorrow is the date of the arrangement with your fiancé. I'll be okay, though. The state of my father is in has put that on hold for the time being. Woo, we accomplished one of our goals. It doesn't mean my marriage has been called off, though. My father agreed to do so in that other world, but I'm not so sure now, given his current condition. So that too will be on hold until the change of heart. Well, sounds to me like we're totally in the clear. Yes, and it's all thanks to you guys. It's thanks to you, Haru, you're being
well if
and us too.
Kumura has
Yeah,
a change
you
of
too.
heart.
Indeed.
Assuming it happens like it always does, we should be seeing some results soon.
Morgana, stop foreshadowing the fact that it will not go like it always does. Because this is the only time you've specifically brought that up, you know? Wait. Can I max out Sojiro? That would be fucking cool. I'm not even gonna care about what texts I have. Hell yeah! Rank 10, motherfucker! Huh, interesting. Why are you going there? We're gonna visit Wakaba's grave.
Alright then.
Ready in 3 minutes.
I always think about Wakaba on the anniversary of her death. But it's been a while since I visited. I've been so busy with the shop and all. No, that's not it. The guilt is what kept me from coming. I thought Wakaba would be angry with me. But now that I managed to get Futaba over here, I can finally meet her with my head held high.
Aww.
I sure kept her waiting. But it felt good to tell her about how much Futaba's improved lately. Oh, I told her about you, too.
Thank you.
Idiot. I should be the one thanking you. This is the first time the four of us are all together.
Sojiro, what are you smirking for?
Sojiro's more of a spiritual person than I thought he'd be. You know, being so, you know, speaking of her like she's still here, it's very touching.
This is what my real smile looks like.
I approve.
Good. Yeah, she's such an eclectic beanie.
Oh, I have some news. The family court gave me a call the other day. Futaba's uncle decided to retract his report.
Hacky.
It's like he had one of those change of heart things I keep hearing about.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, that had nothing to do with me. I promise.
That couldn't be. I wonder if the day will come that she goes out to be someone's bride.
I really do wonder if, like, Futaba would be the type to get married ever. I don't think I am, but again, I'm only 26. I hopefully have, you know, until the average, you know, of like 80 or 90 to live. Now, of course, that's only a hopefully, but you know, I'm middle class and white and male, and so it does seem like I have a pretty good chance. We'll see though. I don't know why I specifically said white and male, but I'm middle class in America. That does give me a pretty good chance. But we'll see, man. You never really know when you're gonna go. I mean, heck, we're dealing with death right now.
I'm sure she'll make a fine lady either way.
Duh.
After all, she is Wakaba's daughter.
He really loved her, didn't he? That's so cute. Look at that smile on his face. I fucking love Sojiro's growth throughout this game a lot, man. Particularly his. It's so well done, but everyone grows in a really great way in this game, in my opinion.
Do all fathers have to go through this anxiety?
Probably. Unfortunately.
You know,
Fathers
I
of
really
daughters,
just wanted
anyway.
to have you help out at the store. But you showed me so much more. You showed me I have a family I need to protect. Not just Futaba, but you, too.
Huh?
I may not always be reliable, but feel free to come to me if anything happens.
You too, Sojiro.
I'll be there for you. As family.
Sojiro hug.
I know. I'll teach you everything I can. You're a full-fledged man now.
Heck
It might
yeah.
not be enough to return the favor, but it's all I can do.
It's all good, Sojiro, and heck, you're teaching me enough. I mean, hell. I mean, you don't know it yet, but I've got a girlfriend, and there is a point where Sojiro does walk in on you and your love interest towards the end of the game at some point or another, and I really like that. And there's also other events during the story where you can have just more girlfriend moments, which I really do enjoy, and I do believe there's more of that in Royal.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the Hierophant, granting thee infinite
Hierophant.
power.
I always thought it was pronounced Hierophant. 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 Higher event. Curry mastery. Allows you to make curry, okay, so, hold on. Have I ever made curry before? In, like, an actual format? We're supposed to have to be of all allies? Holy shit, fuck.
Alright.
Unless I never had curry before, but yeah, okay.
Alright.
Can now fuse Koryu, the most powerful persona of the Hierophant Arcana. Heck ye, heck ye, heck ye.
Oh, and, could you not, you know, get with Futaba?
Well, man, I really wonder, you know, is there special lines that he has for if you do get with Futaba? Because that is possible. But I promise, in this case, I will not. In one of my playthroughs eventually, definitely, probably, but, like, not this time.
I can't imagine you calling me father. Although, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I really do wonder if he has, like, specific lines. Like, if you do romance Futaba. Because that would make so much sense. I hope they do, and if they don't, that would be frankly out of character. Anyway.
What are you two talking about?
You know, nothing! Just maybe the possibility that I might marry you, or that he probably actually secretly hopes that I do marry you, probably because he knows I'm an upstanding guy. You know, nothing, you know, like, you know, just that. And then, like, Sojiro, like, murders me. Whoops.
Nothing?
I love that smug! You know, fuck, it almost feels like she's rubbing off on him with the way he said that. That's so cute.
I hunger. Curry time!
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love
Let's
her.
go home.
I love her very, very much. I love this family of ours. It's beautiful. Sorry for messaging you all this early in the morning. It seems my father will be holding an urgent press conference.
Guess Okumura finally had his change of heart. That has to at least lift some of the burden on Haru's shoulders.
Hopefully. For real? Congrats! When is that going to be? 8 p.m. tonight. I wonder if he'll talk about the mental shutdowns. And of course, Makoto just being the straight and narrow, you know, asking for the details, and while everyone else is celebrating. Just because, you know, she wants to make sure everything goes smoothly, and she's definitely very good at doing her best to ensure that. I wonder if he'll talk about the mental shutdowns. Where should we watch it? Why don't we get together beforehand? Sounds good. I don't really have a reason for meeting up, but it still might prove beneficial. Anyway, how does the Shujin Academy rooftop sound? I actually happen to have some business up there. Sounds good to me. It's been ages since I was last there. Wait, the school? Futaba, make sure you come in through the front entrance. See you all there after school.
Wait, where's Yusuke? If he's still asleep at this point, he's definitely going to be late for school.
Where is Yusuke? That's a good question. I'm sure that will be addressed. Like, I don't remember what happened to Yusuke. 1 week left until exams. You'll have no problems if you've been studying regularly this semester. That aside, Okumura Foods has been a hot topic lately. This much media coverage must be worth at least 10 million yen. At first, I even thought that all this outcry was just some kind of elaborate marketing campaign. I guess it's giving them too much of a bad image to be that, though. Advertising and public image are more important than anything else for a corporation. Are you familiar with the psychological test using these images? The idea is to give the two shapes names appropriate for their appearance. Durgan-san.
You.
People were asked to name one of these shapes. Name one of these shapes Boba and the other Kiki. Which shape was most commonly ascribed to shape B? Boba. It makes sense, like Kiki, it's something about, like, I think it's like sharp edges, and the word Kiki sounds very sharp. It sounds very, you know, at least that makes the most sense to me. It's very interesting. And Boba, you know, like just rounded edges. Boba, rounded sound, rounded edges. That's what I would guess, anyway. I don't remember what this answer actually entails, but, well, let's get educated.
This is it.
Yes.
That's correct. Most people named B, Boba, and A, Kiki. Sharp sounds like K and T, okay, are linked to a spiky image, okay. Of course, I didn't remember this, but again, I definitely have a deep intuition when it comes to languagey stuff, so I just kind of inferred that. According to one theory, sounds and shapes are processed in the same area of the brain. Furthermore, this sense is the same worldwide. No matter the language, the result is the same.
Nice going.
Do. Knowledge point that I do not need. Knowledge point that I don't need. A product's name impresses an image on people before they even use or buy it. Big Bang Burger exemplifies this. The voiced consonants and short syllables have a strong imprint. Although, with the news these days, it might also evoke the image of the strong oppressing the weak. Even the teachers have their eyes on Okumura. Well, he should be having a change of heart, so there should be nothing to worry about. Dark and day lunchtime, weep!
Alright, that's it for today.
It's finally lunchtime. Man, I'm really in the mood for some bread today.
Hey, can I speak with you for a moment? So about Dr. Maruki's counseling. You've already gone to see him, right?
I have.
I see. That's good then. I'm sure you're aware, but Dr. Maruki's term here will be ending pretty soon. The higher-ups told me
not
to
already
make
aware.
sure you've received adequate counseling. Be sure to visit him so you don't bring any unwanted attention to yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Counseling, eh? But anyway, let's go get lunch. Bring on the bread.
But yeah, see, that's just like, hey, if you haven't
Senpai,
gotten his rank
so
to
nice
rank,
to see you.
his link to his confidant to rank 9, you better get your ass moving. I think is what that scene's supposed to in gameplay mean for you. But yeah, Kawakami definitely does want us to not, you know, now that she's sort of warmed up to us a bit, she's not complaining about us anymore, and she just doesn't want us to have all that negative attention on us that we used to have. It's pretty clear from the way she worded all that. And of course, that would reflect badly on her, but I don't think that's her concern anymore. She grew quite a bit throughout the game so far, which is very nice. Like all the characters do. It's very nice to see. How's it going?
It's going wonderfully.
Yay!
Are you also about to eat lunch, Senpai? If it's all right with you, would you mind eating together?
Good idea.
How nice to see you two together.
Oh, would you like to join us for lunch, Dr. Maruki? We were just discussing eating together.
Are you sure? Well, maybe I will tag along then. Is that your lunch, Yoshizawa-san?
Probably the question she gets asked the most, but I guess welcome to athletes. And also the joke about Kasumi being so fucking tiny and eating that much because gymnast. Well, she is an athlete.
That doesn't really...
I have to eat this much to stay active. I always burn through everything I eat.
I mean, if she didn't, she'd be fucking fat, so I believe her.
From my point of view, it's your 2 lunches that are the issue here.
Yeah, because she actually has balance in it.
If you're going to strengthen your body, you have to eat right. You should really work on your diets.
Touche. And you're right, yours does look nutritious. You know, you seem to be giving off a different vibe lately.
Yes, I was able to put my problems in the past and move on.
Ah, so that's what it is. You don't seem to be overexerting yourself either.
I'm sorry I'd worried you.
Yeah.
Oh, not at all. It's wonderful to hear how you've been. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised. If you don't mind my asking, was there some kind of reason for this breakthrough?
Well, it's all thanks to him and his acquaintances. I suppose you could say they gave me a reason to rethink things. Or, more like, a reason to stand up to my problems. Isn't that right, Senpai?
Yes, I like how she worded that without giving any sort of hint to the Phantom Thieves thing. she's really sharp. I really like her. The more that I, refresh myself on how Kasumi is without skipping through the game like I did the last time I played in order to just get to the meat of the content, because I skipped through a lot more content. I mean, hell, even this run, but certainly my first one through this game than I wanted to, really, And I felt was a good idea, basically. That's right.
Stand up to your problems, eh? You've grown to be very strong, Yoshizawa-san.
See, the way that he looked down and looked kind of sad when he said that is... To me, it seems to signify that he hasn't been standing up to his own.
I'm totally over it now.
Duh.
Sorry for talking so much. Why don't we focus on our lunches? Thanks for the food.
Duh.
Oh, I forgot. I have PE next. I should get going. Please excuse me.
Yoshizawa-san really does seem to have found her footing. She seemed absolutely tormented about her situation just the other day. I have to say, this drastic change has really knocked me for a loop.
Or maybe he was just like,
Perhaps the Phantom Thieves changed her heart?
Well, not quite, but the Phantom Thieves were involved, but of course we're not going to tell him that. I don't think so, especially because I know that that's not it. It's just, well, it did have to do with the metaverse. She ended up literally facing her sister there, and that was definitely one of the causes of her stuff, so I think that that was part of what actually worked for her, or at least most of it, or something like that.
I was just joking. Looks like time's up. You should head back to class as well. See you around.
See ya, Maruki. Hope to have a good Buffy. Maruki hug. Doesn't seem to be having a good one, though. Many hug for free. And a hug for my fellow glasses brown hair free. You wanna meet up on the rooftop after school, yeah? Rooftop, what is this about? Oh yeah, you weren't there. You can do our school and rooftop after classes day. I don't quite understand what is going on, but sure. Is Haru at school? I'm heading over now. Things are a little hectic this morning. I'll be there before classes end for the day. It reminds me, your flower bed is on the rooftop. I didn't know about that. That's right, the season is good, so I'm thinking of transplanting them sometime soon. That was our next one hobby. I will gladly assist you. We'll help too. Really? Thanks. Alright, I'll see all of you after school. Of course, Yusuke would think it's an excellent hobby. Flowers are beautiful,
So you're the one who grew these, senpai?
You can just call me Haru. The seasons are changing soon, so I thought it'd be nice for the plants to change as well. This time, it's a Yusuke Kitagawa production.
All I did was add some, how do I put it, aesthetic simplicity by balancing the color placement. Furthermore, Haru chose the flowers herself. It will surely be a great bed no matter the arrangement.
Nah. I really like how Yusuke helped out with that, because of course, I'm sure it'll look very, very pretty.
I'm looking forward to it.
Same dough.
Why don't we plant you, Mona? Weren't you a shut-in until just recently? You'd better photosynthesize while you're here. Well, let's get started.
Yeah.
Perhaps the Snapdragon should go 2 more millimeters to the left.
That's not gonna make a difference.
To Yusuke, it will. He's detail-oriented, man. When he does that picture frame thing with his hands, you know he's being serious.
Hey, you know how we're thinking of the school festival as our celebration party? Anyone else think we should have a real celebration on top of that?
I must agree. It would be not only a celebration, but a welcoming as well. I'd like to do something among ourselves.
Let's do it then. A joint party to celebrate and to welcome Haru.
Oh, you don't have to do that. The school festival is more than enough. How is everyone else supposed to get excited if the star of the party's not into it? Well then, how about a night party at Destinyland?
By Destinyland, do you mean that Kingdom of Dreams?
It would be a bit late, but there are some plans that allow us to rent out the park for the night.
The entire park? You're talking about the Destinyland, right?
Didn't you say you'd like to do something amongst ourselves?
Welcome to having a rich friend, I guess.
I did, but
Hold on, I'll go check.
She really thinks like a celebrity.
Well, she is, technically, so, hey.
The heck's she gonna check?
Guys, it looks like it will work.
You're really gonna have it at Destinyland? Not like one of the restaurants, but the entire park?
Even just for one night, the price is insane. Oh, that won't be a problem. We had originally booked it for a company party, then had to call it off because of the scandal. We'd barely get anything back if we cancel the reservation, so why not take advantage of it?
Wouldn't that be oddly conspicuous, though?
It's still officially under the company's name. We needn't worry.
In that case, let's do this. We'll just celebrate twice as hard today.
I'm sorry for disrupting everyone. You did come to help me after all. Well, let's get back to it.
So, seriously, how much does it cost? For real?
I like how you don't even ever really hear the amount. All you need to know is the fact that Ryuji freaked out about it. I like how
Delicious.
I like how Ryuji and Ann are also wearing animal ears. That also well, so is Futaba too, but I mean, of course, it's a Disneyland thing, so that makes sense. But like, also, yeah, this would be a cool park. I'd like to visit this in real life. Heck, yeah. But I like how Ann and Ryuji are sitting next to each other. There does seem to be a lot of reasons to ship them. Actually, the more I think about it.
The food was arranged on my plate as though it were paint on a canvas.
The staff brought out this table and food just for us, huh?
I thought if we were going to dine together, it would be better to do it somewhere with a view.
The VIP life is incredible! Not that I'd expect anything else from a private rental.
There really is no one else here.
We are the rulers of the Kingdom of Dreams.
Is this lighting just for our sake as well?
That's right.
It's beautiful.
It's not as beautiful as you. That's the kind of stuff couples say, right?
Almost anyone would fall for that line in front of a site like this.
Ann, I'm sorry. I didn't even want to. Like, I skipped right past Morgana's embarrassment.
This is just because Futaba kept nagging me to put him on.
I did not.
You said something like that.
Don't fight in those.
What was that?
I like how Yusuke's on the
This is
left.
so heartwarming.
Huh?
Honestly, I would have liked to see the parade as well, but given how sudden the request was, they couldn't get enough staff together to do it.
Perhaps that will have to wait until next time.
Either way, this party's totally the best one so far. It's freaking amazing.
I'm glad to see you're enjoying it.
Be careful, Haru. You've shown these guys what luxury means. This'll really raise the bar for our next celebration party.
You're already talking about our next party? Don't you think that's somewhat premature?
Yeah, especially because of what's about to happen. Hey, poor Haru.
That party will be for me.
Yeah.
Still, how do I put this? I met Mona-chan. I got to know you all. Isn't everything going a little too perfectly?
Yep, in fact, fuck. I'm gonna skip through the rest of this. Actually, no. Am I... No, I'm gonna...
It's actually a bit frightening.
Haru hug.
You worry too much.
Oof. So much
I
foreshadowing.
must just be overly cautious because of my circumstances up till recently. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
Haru hug.
Hey, isn't it almost time? You know, for the press conference?
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip past the whole thing. Basically, it goes as usual, it confesses all the stuff he did, and then death. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that right in the air, because y'all should know by now. And I'm just gonna skip through the entire thing, and Haru's reaction, and just too many feels. Too many bad feels. Too goddamn many. I'm not even looking at the screen or caring what I'm responding with. I'm going to just blindly Until this music goes away, I'm just gonna keep
been a
skipping.
while.
In fact, yeah, all this tension between Akechi and Sai is also not my favorite. Yeah, until this music's done with, I'm not even going to address any of these scenes. I just don't want to right now. Because, you know, poor Sai's getting prodded and poked too, and, you know, more of her, the reason she has a palace and everything is being set up, and the fact that we're gonna be pressed to go into hers, and also didn't really want to hear about the public happening because, oh, they killed him, basically. I'm not caring about any of this stuff happening. I want to get past all of these feelings. Hug, Haru,
Let's
hug
do it.
for eternity.